moving right along, we're going to take a little bit to go over Texas's election bill and actually read what it has to say.
That's how winning is done.
So you can know what it has to say, and when they tell you what it's saying, what it's about on the fucking internet, you can actually cross-reference. That's why we went over the last fucking bill, and we're going to go over this text. Because we have a real bad problem of just listening to what Big Daddy government says. Like, go get the vaccination. We're going to send people door to door. You don't, like, that's between somebody and their doctor. There are people that wanted to get vaccinated but couldn't get vaccinated because of autoimmune deficiencies or pregnancy. Their doctor said, I don't advise this for you.
How dare you?
This whole thing is getting out of fucking control, but that's a whole nother topic. Let's get into Texas's election integrity bill, not an election suppression bill. All right, let's do this. Let's get it. Just gonna boom, jump right into it and fucking hammer it out. So this bill it's gonna be entitled, but they've already voted. The Democrats that left, they're gonna get arrested, and they voted on this bitch anyway. The Texas isn't fucking around. There's pretty much two Americas right now.
Winning.
A bill to be entitled an act relating to election integrity and preservation of the purity of the ballot box through the preservation of fraud, the prevention of fraud, preservation of fraud, in the conduct of, and I'm sounding like a leftist, increasingly criminal penalties creating criminal offenses. Be it enacted by the legislation of the state of Texas, Article 1, General Provisions. This one's a lot more fucked up than the other one was easier to go through. That short title, the act may not be cited, Election Integrity Protection Act of 2021. Maybe, then why isn't that if it already has a tentative title, then that's fucking ridiculous. Purpose of this act, exercise the legislature's constitutional authority under Section 4, Article 7, Texas Constitution to make all laws necessary to detect, punish fraud, and preserve the purity of the ballot box. This is because they were trying to fucking federalize the elections, and they're trying to do this, and the fucking state authority is trying to exercise their constitutional prerogative.
How dare you?
Whether you like it or not, it's their constitutional prerogative. The legislature finds that full, free, fair elections are underpinnings. Yeah, I mean that's true. We don't want fraud. We don't want any of that. That's. Can we get into the meat, not like explaining what this is all about?
That's how winning is done.
It's showing all the parts of the Constitution in there, local Constitution that allows them to govern this way. Chapter 1 Election Code is amended, adding Section 155. Read as follows. To reduce the likelihood of fraud in the conduct of elections, it is the intent of the legislator that the provisions of this code shall be applied evenly, and the conduct of elections throughout the state shall be uniform and consistent. This is integrity. They're trying to fucking... There was so many fucking anomalies that didn't get audited. I mean, we had an audit here at New Hampshire. I mean, they came back and said it had nothing to do with the effect of the election, but I wasn't there. I don't have access to the information. I really don't trust that right now with all the fucking... Republicans tell me that, or the Democrats tell me that. I wouldn't fucking believe it right now. That's why I said the fucking election should be fucking audited every single fucking time. There should be 3 audits.
That's how winning is done.
Done by independent companies separate from each other, and then the fucking shit should be it should be the fucking the most expensive and the hardest thing that you do in a civilized society. The provision of this code shall be strictly construed by public... I mean, I think you shouldn't be fucking able to vote unless you serve the country in some capacity. It doesn't have to be military service, but you should have to fucking serve. Because you shouldn't be granted civilian status and all that crap just fucking by priority of birth, because then you don't understand what it means to fucking preserve that shit, and you don't understand fucking, and you take it for fucking granted.
Winning. No.
Subdivision. Public officials means a person elected, selected, appointed, employed, or otherwise designated as an officer, employees, or agent of the state, a government agency, a state of law. The provision of the code will strictly construct a public official to effect the intent of the legislator under the section. Registration and conduct of elections. Each month, the local registrar of deaths shall prepare an abstract of each death certificate issued in the month for a descendant 18 years of age or older. So this is another thing. Like, how is this bad? Let's fucking identify who recently died beforehand so dead people can't vote anymore.
That's how winning is done.
Fucking winning. I this is the fucking legislation they're telling you is in a fucking anti-voter legislation. Each month of the clerk of the court having prohibited jurisdiction shall prepare an abstract of each application of the probate of a will, administration or a descendant's estate, or determination of heirship. So even you even have to redo the paperwork that says that you can fucking legally speak for this person.
That's how winning is done.
So they can't fucking nursing homes and shit can't fill out votes for the fucking people in the nursing home. This is fucking winning. This is not a fucking election repression bill. This is an election integrity bill.
Winning.
This is fucking winning. This is fucking winning all the fucking way. Loss of issued and spoiled ballots. If an election voting system uses paper media for recording votes cast, the election officials shall maintain a record of the serial numbers of all ballots issued at the polling place and the serial numbers of any spoiled ballots, if any at all. Like better record keeping.
Winning.
Observations is amended. Like the better observation. Fucking. This is just fucking.
Winning.
Leave enrolling polling places. So fucking appointed under substance is removed from the polling place. They're trying to like fucking make sure that you can't fucking kick these watchers out and shit because they did that crap. You have to fucking removal of a poll watcher from polling place. A poll watcher may be removed from a polling place only if the poll watcher engages in activity that would constitute an offense related to election fraud. See, this is what I'm fucking. You can't fucking keep me away. You can't fucking kick me out. You can't prevent me from coming in. I'm coming in that bitch and I'm watching that bitch and you can fucking lick my balls. This is how fucking winning is done.
Winning.
You suck!
This is how fucking winning is done.
You suck!
The fucking Bravo, Texas. This is how fucking winning is done. You can fucking read the rest of it, but you can see the contrast when you actually start reading these bills versus what they tell you on the media, and it's not what they fucking tell you on the media. They're lying to you, and they're trying to fucking suppress your right to vote so they can fucking control who votes, and they can solidify their power and fucking fuck with you. That's why they're trying to fucking censor your speech and shit. They don't give no fucks about you or your rights. They're committing acts of war. I'm just fucking saying.